I believed every word she said. Her father was sick. Her mother struggled. The village had nothing. So I sent money, month after month after month, until her cousin got drunk one night and asked me a question that destroyed everything I thought I knew. I'm sitting in this small Thai restaurant in Chiang Mai, watching Nong laugh at something I just said, and I haven't felt this alive in 3 years. 3 years since Linda died. 3 years since I felt like someone actually wanted to hear what I had to say. Nong's laugh is soft, genuine, not that loud, fake laugh I'd heard from other women here who were just working an angle. She covers her mouth when she giggles, like she's embarrassed to be happy. That got me. That small gesture got me more than I want to admit. This whole memory came back to me after I got an email from someone who's been quietly watching the channel for a long time. They didn't ask for anything. They just wanted to tell me their story. They said they'd been through something similar, different names, different country, same ache. And they said that watching these videos made them feel less alone. That stopped me cold, because the truth is, I often wonder if I'm just talking into the dark. Reading their words, I felt this slow, strange warmth rise up like someone lit a match in a cold room. I went from guarded to surprised, to moved in a way I hadn't expected. I sat there for a long while after, just thinking, remembering, feeling everything again. If you're watching this now, I hope you'll take a second to like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know where you're tuning in from. It means more than you know. And to everyone who keeps coming back, who's been walking this road with me, one story at a time, I can't say it enough. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. You've helped me find my voice again. Let me take you back to where it all started. You funny, David, she says, her eyes crinkling at the corners. Not like other Farang. You have good heart. I met her 2 months ago at the hotel where she works as a receptionist. I'd gone down to ask about extending my stay, and she'd looked up from her computer with this warm smile that didn't feel practiced. Most of the women I'd encountered since arriving in Thailand were friendly, sure, but there was always this transactional edge to it. They'd laugh at my jokes, touch my arm, but I could feel them calculating. Nong wasn't like that. When I talked, she listened, actually listened. She'd ask me questions about Oregon, about my work as a civil engineer, about what brought me here, and when I told her about Linda, about the cancer, about the empty house that still smelled like her lavender lotion, Nong didn't change the subject or offer empty condolences. She just reached across the counter and squeezed my hand. I understand lonely, she'd said quietly, is hard to lose someone. I started finding excuses to go down to the lobby, asking about restaurants, about weather, about nothing really, and she never seemed annoyed. She'd smile when she saw me, sometimes having a cup of coffee ready the way I liked it. Black, no sugar. It was such a small thing, but it mattered. After a month of these lobby visits, I finally worked up the courage to ask her to dinner. She'd hesitated, biting her lower lip. I don't know. You are guest. I'm not supposed to. Just dinner, I said, as friends. She'd agreed. And now here we are, 2 months into whatever this is, and I'm feeling something I thought died with Linda. Hope. Dangerous, stupid hope. I'm 63 years old. I'm not supposed to feel like this anymore. But sitting across from Nong in this little restaurant with the fan barely working overhead, watching her try to teach me how to properly use chopsticks, I feel younger than I have in years. She's 34. Beautiful in that understated way that doesn't need makeup or fancy clothes. She's wearing jeans and a simple blue blouse, her hair pulled back in a ponytail, and she's looking at me like I matter. Tell me about your family, I say, wanting to know everything about her. Her smile falters. Just for a second. My family in Isan. Very far from here. Very poor village. Do you see them often? No. I send money every month. For my mama and papa. But is hard. Not enough. She looks down at her plate. I wish I can do more for them. I reach across the table and take her hand. You're a good daughter. She looks up at me, and there are tears in her eyes. You good man, David. My family, they never meet someone like you. I should have heard the setup in those words. I should have. But all I heard was a woman who cared about her family, who worked hard, who appreciated me. All I felt was her hand in mine, warm and small. All I wanted was to believe this was real. 3 weeks later, Nong shows up at my condo crying, not loud sobbing, just quiet tears running down her face. I pull her inside, panicking. What happened? Are you okay? She shakes her head, wiping her eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you. I should not come. Hey no. Tell me what's wrong. She pulls out her phone with shaking hands and shows me a photo. It's an old man lying on a thin mattress in a wooden house. The walls look like they might collapse. There's a single light bulb hanging from the ceiling. The man's face is gaunt, his skin gray. My papa, she whispers. He very sick. Doctors say he need medicine, but is so expensive. $500. My chest tightens. Nong, I'm sorry. She's crying harder now. I should not tell you. Is not your problem. I don't know what to do. I send all my money already. My mama, she's so scared. But I should not burden you with this. Please forget I say anything. She starts to leave, and I catch her arm. Wait, let me help. No, David. I cannot ask you. You're not asking. I'm offering. The look she gives me breaks my heart. Gratitude mixed with shame mixed with relief. You sure? I'm sure. Let me transfer the money right now. I go to my laptop and send $500 through Western Union. It takes 10 minutes. When I show her the confirmation, she breaks down completely, throwing her arms around me. Thank you. Thank you so much. You saved my papa's life. I never forget this. Never. The next day, I meet my friend Robert for beers at our usual spot. Robert's been in Chiang Mai for 5 years, British, divorced, runs a small tour company. He knows the expat scene, knows the pitfalls. When I tell him about helping Nong's father, his face goes dark. Brother, I've seen this before, he says, leaning forward. Don't send money until you meet the family. Better yet, don't send money at all. It's not like that with Nong. That's what we all say. How much did you send? 500. For her father's medicine. Robert sighs, rubbing his face. And let me guess, you haven't been to her village? Haven't met her family? Not yet. But I will. David, listen to me. I'm not saying she's a bad person, but there's a playbook here. Sick relative, emergency money, gratitude that makes you feel like a hero. Then it happens again. And again. I feel defensive now, angry even. You don't know her. I know this place. I know how it works. She's different. Robert holds up his hands. All right. I hope you're right. I really do. Just be careful, yeah? I leave the bar frustrated. Robert doesn't understand. He's jaded from his own bad experiences. Nong isn't running a con. I saw her father's picture. I saw her tears. That night, she sends me a video. Her father is sitting up in bed, looking weak but smiling. He says something in Thai, then in broken English. Thank you, Kun David. Thank you. Nong's voice comes from behind the camera. He say you are angel. He want to meet you someday. I watched the video 3 times. This is real. This is a man who needed help, and I helped him. For the first time since Linda died, I feel like I've done something that matters. I feel useful. I feel needed. And that feeling is intoxicating. Nong starts staying at my condo most nights. We don't rush into anything physical. She sleeps in my bed, curled up against me, and that's enough. More than enough. In the mornings, she makes breakfast. Thai omelets with rice, coffee the way I like it. She teaches me Thai phrases, laughing when I mangle the tones. Mai pen rai, she says when I apologize for getting it wrong. No problem. She massages my shoulders when they're sore from sleeping wrong. She tells me stories about growing up in Isan, about her childhood, about her dreams. And she talks about her family. Her father Somchai, who used to be a farmer before his health failed. Her mother, who takes care of him full-time now. Her younger sister Mai, who's 19 and dreams of becoming a nurse but can't afford university. Mai, so smart, Nong tells me. Her eyes bright with pride. Top of her class in school. But no money for university. She work in rice field instead. I start sending money regularly. 300 here for medicine. 500 there for house repairs. It's not much. Not really. My pension is solid. Linda and I lived modestly. Saved well. I can afford to help. And Nong never directly asks. She just shares these problems, these struggles, and I offer solutions. It feels natural. It feels right. I video call her father a few times. He's thin, weak-looking, but his smile is genuine. He thanks me in Thai, and Nong translates. He say you are like son to him. Each call makes me feel more connected to them, more part of something. I'm not just a lonely widower anymore. I'm someone's hero, someone's future. One night, we're lying in bed, and Nong is quiet for a long time. Then she whispers, "I think my family love you more than they love me." That's not true. Is true. I never help them like you help. I send money, but never enough. You. She turns to face me in the dark. You change everything for them, David. They pray for you every night. Thank Buddha for sending you. My eyes burn. When was the last time anyone needed me like this? When was the last time I felt essential? With Linda, toward the end, I couldn't save her. I couldn't fix anything. I could only watch her slip away. But with Nong's family, I can actually help. I can make a difference. Later, alone in the bathroom, I look at a photo of Linda on my phone. She's smiling, healthy, before the cancer. I feel a wave of guilt. Is this betrayal? Am I replacing her? But then I think about what Linda would want. She wouldn't want me to be alone forever. She'd want me to be happy. Maybe it's okay to move on. Maybe it's okay to let myself feel this. Mai's face fills my phone screen, and I'm immediately struck by how young she looks. 19, Nong said, but she could pass for 16. She's wearing a school uniform, holding textbooks against her chest, standing in front of a wooden house that looks like it might blow over in a strong wind. This, my sister, Nong says, showing me more photos. She wants to study nursing, but university costs $1,200 each semester. We cannot afford. I look at Mai's face in the photos. There's hope there, but also resignation. The look of someone who knows their dreams are too expensive. I know that look. I've seen it before, in small-town America, in kids who wanted more but couldn't afford it. What if I paid for it? I say. Nong's eyes go wide. David, no. Is too much. It's an investment in her future. Let me do this. The arguments go back and forth, but eventually Nong agrees. I transfer $1,200. 2 days later, Mai sends me a video message. She's crying, speaking rapidly in Thai. Nong translates for me later. She say you change her life. She call you P. David now. Means older brother. She say she promised to study hard, make you proud. P. David. Older brother. I'm part of their family now. The thought fills me with warmth. But the requests don't stop. A few weeks later, Nong mentions the roof on her parents' house is leaking. When rain come, water everywhere. My papa, he cannot sleep when is wet. I send $800. Then it's medicine for her mother's blood pressure. $300. Then the water pump breaks. $500. Each request is small, reasonable, wrapped in gratitude and tears. I start keeping a spreadsheet at first, a little Excel file tracking what I send and for what. But one night, looking at it, I feel disgusted with myself. This is family. You don't track kindness with spreadsheets. You don't put a price on love. I delete the file. My pension deposits hit every month like clockwork. $3,200. My condo here costs $600 a month. Food, utilities, entertainment, maybe another $1,000. I've got plenty left over. And what am I saving for anyway? Linda and I saved for retirement, for travel, for a future that never came. She died before we could take that trip to New Zealand, before we could do any of the things we planned. What's the point of money sitting in a bank when I can use it to help people who actually need it? Nong kisses my forehead one night and whispers, "You are angel, David. My family's so lucky to have you. I so lucky to have you." I fall asleep feeling like the man I always wanted to be. Generous, needed, important. I want to meet your family, I tell Nong one morning over coffee. In person, visit the village. She freezes, her cup halfway to her lips. Is very far, David. Very poor. I shy for you to see. I don't care about that. I want to meet the people I've been helping. Your father, your mother, Mai. I want to see where you grew up. She sets down her cup, looking uncomfortable. Maybe someday. But now is not good time. Why not? My papa health not good this week. Better to wait. I accept this. But 2 weeks later, when I bring it up again, there's another excuse. Family emergency. Someone's sick. Can't host visitors. Another month passes. The rainy season makes the roads impassable, she says. It's always something. Always a reason to delay. I start to notice a pattern. Every time I mention visiting, Nong gets tense, changes the subject, makes excuses. A small doubt begins to form in my mind, like a pebble in my shoe. Tiny at first, easy to ignore, but it's there. One night, after too many Singha beers, I meet Robert at our usual bar. I haven't seen him in weeks. He grins when he spots me. There he is. How's paradise? Good, really good. And the girlfriend? She's great. Her family too. I've been helping them out. Robert's grin fades. How much have you sent? I don't know. Does it matter? David, have you met them yet? In person? Not yet. We're planning a trip soon. Robert leans back, studying me. You've been sending money for 6 months and never met them? Wake up, man. You don't understand. It's complicated. It's not complicated. It's the oldest game in Thailand. And you're playing it perfectly. I feel anger rising in my chest. Why do you always assume the worst? Why can't you believe that Nong actually cares about me? Because I've been here longer than you. Because I've seen this exact story 50 times. Because... He stops, sighs. Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm trying to be your friend. Just meet the family before you send another $1. That's all I'm asking. We leave it at that. But walking home through the humid Chiang Mai night, Robert's words echo in my head. 6 months. Have I really been sending money for 6 months without meeting them? That does seem strange. Why is Nong so reluctant? What is she afraid I'll see? I lie awake that night, staring at the ceiling, listening to Nong breathe beside me. What if Robert is right? But then Nong shifts in her sleep, her hand finding mine, and the doubt fades. She loves me. I know she does. Love isn't about suspicion. Love is about trust. I tell myself that. I repeat it like a mantra. But the pebble in my shoe has grown a little bigger. Nong is crying again, but this time it's different, harder, desperate. She's sitting on my couch, face in her hands, shoulders shaking. I sit beside her, pulling her close. What happened? My visa, she manages to say between sobs. For Bangkok. For your friend wedding. They deny. Robert's son is getting married in Bangkok next month, and I'd been invited. I'd wanted to bring Nong, show her the city, introduce her to my friends, but she needed a travel visa to leave Chiang Mai province. Why did they deny it? They say I have no financial stability, no property, no proof I come back. She looks up at me, mascara running down her face. They think I try to run away, but I just want to go with you. I just want to meet your friends. Now they think I'm a bad person. My heart breaks seeing her like this, humiliated, rejected, for wanting to be with me. And suddenly, an idea forms. Crazy maybe, too fast probably, but it feels right. What if we got married? She stares at me. What? Marry me. Then you wouldn't need a visa. You'd be my wife. We could go to Bangkok, travel anywhere. And more importantly, I take her hands. I love you. I want this. David, no. You cannot. Why not? I'm serious. I love you. You love me. Why shouldn't we get married? She pulls her hands away, shaking her head. I'm not worthy. You are good man, have education, have money. I am just hotel girl from poor village. Don't say that. You're worthy of everything. Over the next few days I convince her. It's not hard. She loves me, she says. She's just scared I'll regret it, but I won't. I know I won't. We start the marriage visa process. Documentation, translations, photos, agency fees, it all costs about $3,000. I pay it gladly. This is our future. Her family calls me on video when they hear the news. Her father, looking frailer than last time, says something in Thai that makes Nong cry. He say you are son now. He's so happy. He worry he die before seeing me married. Her mother is crying too. Even Mai, usually so quiet, is sobbing and calling me P. David over and over. We love you, Nong translates. We thank Buddha every day for you. That night, alone, I stare at the marriage application form on my laptop. My cursor hovers over the submit button. This is real. This is happening. I'm getting married again. At 63, I'm starting over. There's a tightness in my chest I can't explain. Not quite excitement. Not quite fear. Something in between. This is what I wanted, right? to not be alone anymore, to be part of a family again, to matter to someone. So why do I feel like I'm standing at the edge of a cliff? I click submit before I can second guess myself. The village is smaller than I imagined. A cluster of wooden houses surrounded by rice fields, mountains in the distance. We drove 6 hours to get here, Nong tense the entire way. Now we're walking toward her parents' house, and I'm nervous in a way I haven't been since I was a teenager. The house is small, raised on stilts, wooden, old. Not as dire as the photos suggested, but not great either. The roof looks newer than I expected. Nong's father, Somchai, comes out to greet us. He's thin, but he's walking without help, moving better than he looked in those video calls. He smiles, says something in Thai, and pulls me into a hug. He say, "Welcome home, son," Nong translates. Her mother is kind but quiet, shy maybe, or suspicious. I can't tell. Maya's there too, home from university for the weekend. She hugs me, calling me P. David, thanking me again for everything. Neighbors start arriving, family members. A pre-wedding celebration, Nong explained, to welcome me properly. Everyone is warm, friendly, grateful. They keep thanking me, telling me what a good man I am. I'm starting to relax, starting to feel like maybe Robert was wrong about everything. When Chai arrives, Nong's cousin. He's already drunk, loud, laughing, stumbling. He makes a beeline for me, throwing an arm around my shoulders. "Kun David," he shouts in my ear, "you very good man, very good. Thank you," I say, trying to ease away from him. But Chai follows me, keeps talking. His English is broken but enthusiastic. He's telling me about the village, about his family, about everything and nothing. Then he says something that makes my blood run cold. "You buy big house for Nong family, yes, and the land." I freeze. "What?" He laughs, slapping my back hard. "Big house, in town, very nice. Nong say you help buy, you very generous man." The conversations around us stop. Everyone is looking at Chai, then at me, then at Nong. She's staring at her cousin with pure fury, hissing something in Thai. Chai shrugs, laughs, stumbles away toward the food table. My stomach drops. House? What house? I sent money for medicine, for school, for repairs. Not for a house, not for land. I look at Nong, and she won't meet my eyes. "Nong? We talk later," she whispers. "Please, not now." But I can't wait. I can't pretend. I pull her aside, away from the crowd, my heart hammering. What was he talking about? What house? She's crying already. "David, please understand." "What house, Nong?" "My parents, they own house in town. Small house, and some land. But is old, not worth much, and You told me they had nothing. You told me they were poor. They are poor. The house is old. The land is. How many houses do they own?" My voice is shaking now. She hesitates too long. When she finally answers, her voice is barely a whisper. Three. The word hits me like a physical blow. 3 houses. And I've been sending money for 8 months because she told me they had nothing. Because she showed me photos of her father in a tiny room on a thin mattress. Because she cried about not being able to help her family. 3 houses. The money I sent, I say slowly. The medicine, the school fees, the repairs. Where did it go? David, please. Where did it go? She's sobbing now, reaching for me. Some for medicine, some for some for. For what? For you. My papa still sick. My still need school. The houses they old, they not make money. I step back. I need space. I need air. I can't breathe. You lied to me. I did not lie. I not tell you everything, because I scared. I scared you think my family taking advantage. But we not. We really need help. I walk away. Back to the party where everyone is now pretending not to stare. Somchai looks healthier than any of his video calls. The house, while old, is structurally sound. That new roof I supposedly paid to repair looks like it's been there for years. I feel like I'm seeing everything clearly for the first time, and it's all wrong. Everything is wrong. I leave the village the next morning, alone. Nong begged me to stay, to talk, to understand. I told her I needed time. The 6-hour drive back to Chiang Mai is the longest of my life. My mind is spinning. 3 houses, 3 houses. I keep repeating it like a curse. Back at my condo, I can't sleep. My brain won't shut off. At 3 in the morning, I open my laptop and start going through bank statements, transaction histories, Western Union receipts, email confirmations. I download everything, put it in a spreadsheet. The same spreadsheet I deleted months ago because tracking kindness felt wrong. Now I need to know. Medicine for Somchai, $500, then $300, then $400, then $500 again. School fees for Mai, $1,200, then another $1,200. Roof repair, $800. Mother's medicine, $300. Water pump, $500. Emergency money when someone got sick, $600. More medicine, $400. More repairs, $700. On and on and on. 8 months of transactions. The numbers blur together. When I finally reach the total, I feel physically sick. $18,000. Over 8 months, I've sent $18,000 to a family that owns 3 houses. I think about Linda, about us sitting at our kitchen table in Oregon, planning our retirement, saving every penny, cutting coupons, driving old cars, making it work so we could travel, so we could have security, so we could have a future together, and that future never came. She died, and I took all that savings and gave it away. To a woman who lied. To a family that didn't need it. I need to know my pension balance. I email my pension officer, asking for an updated statement. The reply comes that afternoon. I'm down nearly $23,000 from where I was a year ago. That includes the money I sent plus the marriage visa costs plus living expenses. I've burned through almost a quarter of my retirement fund in less than a year. Linda's face fills my mind. Not the sick version from the end, the healthy version, smiling, trusting me to take care of us, and I failed. I failed her memory. I failed the life we built together. For what? For a woman who showed me a photo of a sick man in a poor house when he actually lived in 3 different houses? My phone starts ringing. Nong. I don't answer. It rings again. Again. 15 calls in 2 hours. I finally turn off my phone. An hour later, there's pounding on my door. I open it. Nong is there, eyes red, makeup smeared. She pushes past me into the condo. Please, David. Please listen to me. I can explain everything. I love you. You must know I love you. Do your parents own 3 houses? My voice sounds dead even to my own ears. She's crying, reaching for me. Yes, but that's all I needed to know. David, please. Get out. Please. Get out of my condo. She stares at me, and for the first time since I've known her, I see something in her eyes that might be real fear. Not the practiced fear she showed me when talking about her sick father or her poor family. Real fear. She's losing her mark. She's losing her payday. She backs toward the door, still crying, still begging. I close the door in her face, lock it, and slide down to the floor, my head in my hands. I don't leave my condo for 2 weeks. I order food delivery. I don't answer my phone. I don't check email. I just sit on my couch, replaying everything in my mind like a movie I can't turn off. Every conversation, every tear, every grateful smile, looking for the truth hidden behind the performance. The worst part is, I knew. On some level, I knew. Robert warned me. The delays in visiting her family should have been red flags. The constant requests for money, always wrapped in emotional emergencies. The way she never directly asked, just presented problems and waited for me to offer solutions. I knew, and I ignored it. Because I wanted to be needed. Because I was lonely. Because being someone's hero felt better than being nobody. I wasn't a victim. I was a volunteer. That's what hurts most. I chose this. I chose to believe. I chose to ignore the warning signs. I chose to give away money I should have protected. For Linda. For the future we planned. For the respect I owed to the life we built together. And I gave it away to a woman whose name might not even be Nong. For all I know, her father isn't even sick. Maybe the sister isn't in university. Maybe none of it was real. I contact a lawyer about the marriage process. He's kind, professional, tells me it's easy to cancel. We never completed the legal marriage. Just the visa application. I withdraw everything. It costs $500 to formally cancel, and I laugh at that. $500. That was the first amount I ever sent her. Full circle. I block Nong's number. Delete our chat history. remove her from every social media account. Then Mai sends me a message on Facebook. P. David, please. My sister cry every day. She love you. Please give her chance. I stare at that message for a long time. Is Mai even real? Did she ever actually go to university? Or is she in on it too? Maybe they're all in on it. The sick father, the struggling mother, the sweet sister, the drunk cousin who accidentally revealed the truth. Maybe that was part of the plan too. Get me to the village, show me just enough to make me doubt but not enough to make me leave. Keep the money flowing. But Chai screwed it up. Said too much too fast. Or maybe I'm just paranoid now. Maybe they are struggling despite owning property. Maybe Nong did love me. Maybe I'm the villain for abandoning her over a misunderstanding. No, I can't do that. I can't twist reality to justify her lies. 3 houses. She told me they had nothing, and they own 3 houses. That's not a misunderstanding. That's a lie. A calculated, deliberate lie designed to manipulate me into opening my wallet. And it worked. For 8 months it worked. I delete Mai's message, block her too. Robert comes by with a bottle of whiskey. I let him in. He doesn't say I told you so. Doesn't lecture me. Doesn't ask for details. He just sits on my couch, pours 2 glasses, and we drink in silence. After the 3rd glass, I finally speak. You were right. Doesn't matter now. How do you live here? Knowing everyone might be lying. You learn to spot the signs. And you learn to be okay being alone. I don't want to be alone. Then don't be. But next time be smarter about who you trust. After he leaves, I sit alone in the dark, phone in my hand. I open my photos, scroll back to a picture of Linda. She's in our backyard in Oregon, wearing that ridiculous sun hat she loved, smiling at the camera. At me. That photo is from 5 years ago. Before the diagnosis. When we still thought we had time. I touch her face on the screen, and I whisper, I'm sorry. Not to Nong, to Linda, for forgetting what love actually looked like, for confusing loneliness with love, for dishonoring the memory of what we had by giving my heart and my money to someone who never deserved either. 3 months later, and I'm still in Chiang Mai. I thought about leaving, going back to Oregon. But what's there for me? The empty house? The memories? At least here, I can rebuild. At least here, I can try again. Smarter this time, harder this time. I joined an expat hiking group. Bunch of older guys and women who meet every Saturday and walk the trails around the city. Nobody asks too many questions. Nobody judges. We just walk and talk and exist together. It's nice. Simple. No expectations. I started volunteering at a local animal shelter too. Dogs don't lie. Dogs don't manipulate. They just want food and affection, and that's honest in a way I appreciate now. I've rebuilt some of my savings by living smaller. Moved to a cheaper condo. Cut back on eating out. No more playing hero. No more saving families. Just me, my pension, and a quiet life. It's not exciting, but it's stable. And stable feels valuable now in a way it didn't before. I see Nong once, across a street market. She's with a younger Western man, maybe early 50s, laughing at something he said. She's touching his arm, looking up at him with those same grateful eyes she used on me. He's holding shopping bags, looking pleased with himself, looking like he matters. I watch them for a moment, and I don't feel rage. I don't feel jealousy. Just a dull ache. And something else. Relief. She moved on fast. Probably had him lined up before things ended with me. Maybe he'll be smarter than I was. Maybe he'll ask the right questions. Or maybe he'll make the same mistakes. Either way, it's not my problem anymore. That night, I sit at my small desk and write a letter I'll never send. To Nong, to Linda, to the man I was 8 months ago. I write, I wanted to be loved so badly, I forgot to ask if it was real. I wanted to matter so desperately, I didn't notice I was only valuable for what I could provide. I wanted to believe in something good, and I let that desire blind me to the truth. I'm not the first man to make these mistakes, and I won't be the last. But I'm done. I'm done being someone's retirement plan. I'm done confusing gratitude with love. I'm done giving pieces of myself to people who only see me as a transaction. The man I was died in that village when Chai spoke the truth. This version of me knows better. This version knows that being alone is better than being used, that silence is better than false affection, that my money, my heart, and my trust are mine to guard now. Linda would have wanted me to be happy, but she would have wanted me to be smart. She would have wanted me to honor what we built, not throw it away to feel needed. I failed her in that, but I won't fail her memory again. I fold the letter carefully and put it in the desk drawer next to my passport and the photo of Linda. I don't need to send it. Writing it was enough. Saying the words out loud to myself was enough. I walk out to my balcony with a cup of coffee and watch the sun set over Chiang Mai. The city spreads below me, golden in the fading light. Motorcycles buzz through the streets. Temples glow in the distance. Life continues around me, indifferent to my pain, indifferent to my lessons learned. And that's okay. That's the way it should be. I'm not special. I'm not unique. I'm just another man who came to Thailand looking for something and learned a hard truth instead. Robert was right about learning to spot the signs. I see them everywhere now. The expat bars full of older Western men with young Thai girlfriends. The way money changes hands. The way gratitude becomes currency. The way loneliness makes us stupid. I'm not better than those men. I was one of them. Maybe I still am. But at least now I know what I'm looking at. At least now I understand the game. I think about Nong sometimes. Wonder if she feels any guilt. Wonder if any of it was real for her, even just a little bit. Probably not. Probably I was just another Farang with a pension and a broken heart, easy to manipulate, easy to milk. She'll be fine. She's probably already got that new guy sending money to her sick father, to her struggling family, to the village with nothing. And maybe he'll be happy never knowing the truth. Maybe ignorance is its own kind of peace. But I know now, I know what $18,000 of false hope feels like. I know what it's like to look at your bank statements and see your future bleeding away. I know what it's like to realize you've been a fool and that everyone around you could see it except you. That knowledge has a weight to it, a heaviness I carry every day. But it's also made me lighter somehow, freer, because I'm not pretending anymore. I'm not lying to myself. I'm not desperate for someone to need me. The coffee is getting cold in my hands. The sun has fully set now, leaving the city in blue darkness punctuated by streetlights and neon signs. I can hear music from somewhere below, laughter, the sounds of people living their lives, and I'm up here, alone on my balcony, and that's okay, more than okay. It's honest. It's real. It's mine. I lost money. I lost pride. I lost 8 months of my life to a beautiful lie, but I didn't lose myself. Not completely. I'm still here, still breathing, still learning, still figuring out how to live in this world where loneliness makes us vulnerable and vulnerability makes us targets. I'm damaged, sure, more careful, more guarded, less trusting. But I'm here. And some days, that's enough. Some days, just being here is victory enough. Tomorrow I'll wake up and go to the animal shelter. I'll feed the dogs and clean the kennels and talk to the other volunteers. On Saturday, I'll hike with the expat group and maybe share a beer afterward. Next month I might take that trip to the islands I've been putting off. Alone. Completely alone. And I'll be okay with that. I have to be. Because the alternative is going back to who I was 8 months ago. Desperate and blind and ready to believe anything that made me feel wanted. I finish my coffee, now fully cold, and look one more time at the city below. Somewhere out there, Nong is probably telling her new boyfriend about her sick father, her poor village, her struggling family, showing him photos, crying just enough, creating the same story she told me. And he's probably believing every word because he wants to. Because we all want to be heroes. We all want to matter. We all want someone to look at us like we're special. But I'm done being that man. I'm done buying love with wire transfers. I'm done confusing a transaction for a relationship. The price was too high. The lesson cost more than I wanted to pay. But at least I learned it. At least I walked away before losing everything. At least I can still sit here on this balcony, drink cold coffee, and know that tomorrow I'll wake up as myself. Not someone's mark. Not someone's retirement plan. Just me. Flawed. Foolish. But free. I'm not healed. I don't know if I ever will be. The wound is still fresh, still tender. Some nights I lie awake and replay every conversation, every moment, looking for where I could have been smarter, could have seen through the lies sooner. But dwelling there doesn't help. It just keeps me stuck in the past, stuck in the pain. So I try to move forward, one day at a time, one step at a time, one choice at a time, and some days that's all I can do, but it's enough. For now, it's enough. The city lights blur a little, and I realize my eyes are wet. Not from anger, not even from sadness really, just from the weight of it all. The weight of knowing, the weight of surviving, the weight of having to rebuild yourself at 63 when you thought the building part was over. But tears dry, wounds heal, and life, somehow, keeps moving forward whether we're ready or not. I go back inside, close the balcony door, and turn off the lights. In the darkness of my small condo, I can hear the city humming outside, life continuing, stories unfolding. Other men making the same mistakes I made, learning the same lessons I learned, and I can't save them any more than anyone could have saved me. We all have to touch the fire ourselves to believe it burns. I climb into bed alone. The sheets smell like detergent, nothing else. No perfume. No one else's shampoo on the pillow. Just me. And I close my eyes and try to sleep, knowing tomorrow I'll wake up and do it all again. Try to live. Try to learn. Try to become someone who can be alone without being lonely. Someone who can be happy without needing to be someone's hero. Someone who remembers Linda without betraying her memory. Someone who knows the difference between love and manipulation. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying. And for tonight, for right now, that has to be enough.